Hello chess friends, I've got an excellent chess position for you guys. This was played in the game of Capablanca. So Capablanca was white, and basically what you have to do is you have to find the finishing blow that Capablanca gave here and went on to win the game. Basically it's white to play and checkmate in 9 moves. The rest of the moves are quite tough to find, and this is why it's not at all easy. At the same time, there are some spectacular moves in this attack, and I hope we can definitely learn a lot from Capablanca's game. In like he was not just a positional or a endgame master. He was more than that. He was much more than that, and he was also a great tactician. When it comes to tactics, he always stepped up and found the best in the position. So, like always, go ahead, pause the video, and try to find the checkmate in 9 moves. So try to visualize all the moves till the right till the very end and see if you can get the answer. All right, so let's have a look at this game. This was played by Capablanca versus Masutin in 1914, made in 9. So the first move is rather easy. Basically, what you have to do is drag the king in your own territory. So first move, Queen f7 check, forces him to go to d6 square. Now you can see how do we proceed? How do we attack? Most of the squares are kind of protected. You can't really put your knight over here or here. So what's the point? What do we do here? The point is, it's clearance. We have to clear the sum of the squares in order to continue the attack, and that is done beautifully by the move knight to c4. Basically, black has only one move, and he's forced to capture the knight. So d to c4, what does it do? Basically, it frees up the e4 square. It's a line clearance. It's a square clearance, and basically now our knight, because the pawn has moved away, can step up to e4 square. So knight to e4. We further bring the king in our own territory. We drag him down. So only move again is king to d5. And at this point, when the opponent's king is in center, it's not a time to go pale. It's a time to just go ahead, find the best move, and kill off your opponent. Finish your opponent off with the best in the position. So what do you play here as white? Well, there are several moves. You don't really want to play move like knight to c3 and really go back. What you have to do is rather step up, and the move that you have to play over here is rook to f5, basically throwing in the entire kitchen sink on black. Okay, the pawn can't really take because the pawn can't take because of the pin over here, so he's forced, and he has two options over here. Let's look at king takes d4. This did not happen in the game. In fact, in the game, e4 was captured, the knight was captured. But let's have a look at what would happen over here. In this case, the attack would continue something like c3, king goes to d3, avoids capturing the knight. But then we force him after rook f3, king goes here, rook check, goes over there, and knight c5. Basically, after king e3, there is checkmate over here. So you might ask, this is not definitely not forced. He doesn't have to take this d4 pawn. He can also take the knight. What's the problem with that? The idea is now you play rook to e1. All of white's pieces are in the attack. You're totally coordinating, and as you will see, none of these pieces even have a hint of defending the king. They never really get a chance to protect the king. So now he has to do something. He has to capture on d4. He is forced to do so. Now what's the point? Now you play the very simple move c3. You ask him the question, where are you going? Basically, there's only one move. We force him to d3. So finally, we have dragged him all the way here. Right from f7, we brought the king all the way to d3, and that is a big achievement. Now it's time to deliver the final blow, and that can be done by the beautiful move. There's only one checkmate over here, guys. Not something like rook to f3, because in that case he can take rook takes bishop. The move here that you have to play is rook to d5, double check, and that is a total disaster. It's a really beautiful check. Rook gives a check, bishop gives a check. There are absolutely no squares to run away. All the squares are beautifully covered, and this was really a spectacular game, and it just shows us how to attack. You do not step back when your opponent's king is in trouble. You step up. If you need to sacrifice pieces, you go for it, and you make your opponent's pieces look like total spectators. Or your none of black pieces were able to interfere. They were just watching the king get massacred. So what a beautiful game by Capablanca. Hope you enjoyed this. It was not at all easy to find specifically moves like, if we go back, knight c4, and then moves like rook f5 over here. Definitely not easy. So Capablanca obviously calculated all of this, and it resulted into this beautiful checkmate over here. So thank you for watching. This was the move of the day, and hope you enjoyed it. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're gonna upload every day new videos. Until next time.